think we're live. No, not that one. I need to find... there it is. Come on, load. Load! There we go. Select stream. There we go. There's the correct button. Okay, so. Hi, everybody! Welcome to Shining Force Neo. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. You know why? I can tell you. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this one, specifically because this is actually one of my all-time favorite games on the PS2. There are a lot of good games on the PS2. Now, the real kicker and key to all of this, and I cannot stress this enough, is that this is one of the PS2 games that they are probably going to almost always avoid bringing to PSN. Not because it's not a good game. It is definitely more of a niche game. I will 100% say that. No, the reason they're probably never going to bring it to PSN is specifically because of licensing and that it's a Sega game. And Sega really doesn't seem to like people remembering that they have old games. But, yeah. So a lot of the older Shining Force games... Oh, and yes, we don't have a camera tonight. This is the first time set up with our new capture card. We are actually on a working PS2. And we will get a webcam set up eventually, once we have ironed out all the details with the whole capture of the stream and everything. Straight into a cutscene. North of Akritos, Larsile Fort.
Max! Where are you, Max? Oops. What's the situation? Any sign of the enemy?
Nope, it's pretty quiet.
Well, don't let your guard down, boy. The enemy loves to attack when we least expect it. And when they do, it is our duty to keep this fort safe. One who is a force.
One who is a force must be the shield for the weak and the sword for the meek, right? You've already told me that 1,000 times.
Watch your tongue, boy. As one training to be a force, you must engrave it in your mind 1,000 times a day. Now, one who is a force.
Okay. Well, Master, you've got gate patrol to do, and I'm off to tower duty.
Right. I'm not finished with you, Max.
Phew.
And you know what?
The old man
Yes,
knew how to
this is
give it a rest.
wonderful voice acting.
Force. A title that denotes a great warrior, a name bestowed upon only the chosen ones. I want to be a force to fight for my people. But I need to begin my search for a long-lost force. For my big brother. Big brother, hang in there. I'll find you, I promise. Huh?
Monsters! The enemy is attacking!
Also, with this first stream, one of the absolute key things that I'm trying to figure out is the audio balancing.
They've broken through.
And how to adjust all of this, because believe it or not, this is actually going to be my very first stream through the PC. Every other time it's been through the live selection ability of the PS5. But here we go. So, we got no extra equipment at the moment. We got, basics. Unlike the traditional Shining Force titles, this is an ARPG in the vein of Diablo, or an isometric ARPG dungeon crawler with loot.
Are you on your way to
mechanics.
assist Captain Graham? If that's the case, take some healing water with you from the treasure box. You will also find a fountain of healing water. Drink from this to heal any wounds.
And I know, I like some weird games sometimes, I'm not ashamed of that. You like what you like, and your likes change over time, but some things you like because they were meaningful to you at the point that they occurred. Personally, I think this is actually a decent game. I forgot those things take damage from that right off the bat. Yo, Blaze! There's no quick switch of weapons on this one. A save real fast. These take a while, by the way. I would prefer not to use magic as much as possible. I really enjoy bow play in these games. And yes, once we get through with Neo, we will be playing its pseudo-sequel EXA. Basically, monsters spawn from these glowing black orbs until you've killed enough monsters to break the defensive barrier, which is what that
Master!
white thing around it is. You cannot actually destroy the orbs without overwhelming power. They just regen HP too fast.
Ah, there you are, Max. The monster gate, did you?
I destroyed it, of course.
Well done. Now, let's finish off the rest. I'll handle this big one, and you take care of the surrounding
Gotcha.
Also, there are no subtitles outside of the cutscenes where people are talking with their portraits, which is fine. There are some funny moments, and we'll get into those later. Specifically, two that always come to mind: the meeting of Chiquitita
Where there's one, there's 100 more.
and the meeting
it's
of
just like
Rhinos.
Master always told us.
Natarka, what's the damage report?
0 dead, 7 injured. No one came out unharmed. That's all, sir.
I see. Well done, everyone. Alas, the moon in the sky has turned red, and rumors spread of the return of the Clan of the Moon. But as long as we, the Knighthood of the Border, exist, monsters will never run free in our country. And much thanks to Max. Ever since you destroyed that monster gate, the fighting became easier. For that, I thank you.
Clapping, yay!
Hey, come on now, all this applause. It's embarrassing, really.
I can hardly believe 2 years have already passed since your father Gaia brought you here to Larsile Fort from Greensleeves. In my eyes, you're still not entirely ready, but you certainly are stout when your back is up against the wall. Your fearless attitude and ability to stay true to yourself will suit you well when the time comes for true war.
Well, I had a good teacher, didn't I?
Ah, no need for compliments. Your perseverance and the blood of the forces that flows through your veins, these are what have made you strong. Max, you must be aware that in 3 days the airship will arrive in port. You should take it back to Greensleeves.
Huh?
As Graham, Force of Eucretus, I hereby declare you, Max, worthy to undertake the ordeal of the Force.
Congratulations, Max. We know you have it. I know you can.
Whoa!
And no,
I made
let's
it
not get it
tonight.
twisted. This is not Star Wars Force. He's not going to be a Jedi. Okay? Although a Centaur Jedi would be pretty damn awesome.
And you've earned it, my boy. Now you can make your triumphant return to your girl, with head held up high.
Huh? Hold on a second. I don't think of Meryl in that way at all. I've always told you that.
I only said your girl. Did I mention anything about Meryl?
Come on, Max. There is Meryl's a
Oh, great.
Now, listen all. My treat tonight. We shall toast to our victory and Max's triumphant return.
Master? A toast? You don't mean...
Ha! Of course not. It's only a honey latte with extra honey. What else would it be? It would be outrageous for us to drink alcohol while guarding the fort.
You're the only one who can be satisfied just with something sweet like that.
Your inability to appreciate its fine taste shows that you have yet to mature. This is definitely not a drink for children.
Thus, blessed by Master and my comrades, I boarded the airship and was on my way to Greensleeves, my homeland, my heart anxiously awaiting the journey far ahead.
And behold, glorious PS2 era cutscenes. And definitely early generation video game voice acting. Although the art style in this game is actually really nice. I don't know, maybe if I can get the PS1 up and running correctly and find a couple discs for that, we'll do some streams on that too. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't like a Brave Fencer Musashi stream? While I am tempted to, skip these, I'm not going to skip it. Why? Because we shall enjoy the glory together. And it gives a good taste of what's to come, because all of these are different clips from scenes later in the game.
back. How did you know I'd be back today?
Grandma Rebecca told me. It's so great to see you.
Okay, I did hear those clicks in my
Welcome back party
pickup.
for you.
You're gonna come.
Those were my
course.
wrists and
I'm gonna
fingers.
make tons of yummy stuff for you. It's almost done, you know. All I need now are some herbs, and it'll be just right. Oh, what's wrong?
Nothing really. It's just that you look shorter.
Oh, what are you trying to say? I think you're the one
Trying
that's
to
gotten
pick up
tall.
on that just
Oh, yeah.
slightly.
Look, I was ordered to deliver a letter to my father on my return. Sorry, gotta go. Duty calls!
Wait, Max! Don't forget your stuff. Oh, this is heavy.
It's been 2 years since I left my hometown. Nothing's changed. Here's Merrill's church, and that's my old house right over there. Nothing's changed at all.
Max!
Whoa, Merrill! Didn't notice you there.
Didn't notice? Yeah, right. Anyway, I thought you were supposed to deliver a letter to your dad. Isn't it somewhere in this luggage?
Oh, that's right.
God, you're still so absent-minded. You haven't changed a bit these past 2 years.
Well, you certainly look all grown up now, Merrill.
Huh? What? What do you mean? Why are you talking like this all of a sudden?
Well, I just meant that luggage looks really heavy, you know? Seeing you hold it like it's nothing made me think you actually got stronger than me.
Hardly. It was pretty rude of you making me carry it. It's only light because I cast a spell to make it float.
Huh? Merrill, you can cast spells now? You didn't mention anything like that in your letters.
I wanted to surprise you, that's why. It's not like I was sitting around doing nothing while you were off training.
Oh yeah, it really has been 2 years, hasn't it? Oh, by the way, have you heard from my brother at all?
Nothing. I've asked traveling merchants whenever they come through, but no one seems to have met someone like Kane.
I see.
Well, don't you need to take that letter to your dad? I heard he's down at the training grounds. You'd better hurry up.
Merrill joins the party. And for quick reference, hit R1, you get a nice overlay mini-map come up, which, you know, can be useful. But if you hit R2, or L2, hey, full map. And you can highlight movable areas, which really does come in handy later on in some scenarios. Lots of doors we can walk through. Lots of different things.
Well then, I'll be waiting at your house, getting ready for the party. Hurry on home, okay?
Of course.
You're not hesitant about seeing your dad, are you?
Come on, Merrill. You know my dad. He never wanted me to become a force. I pretty much had to run away just to train under my master. How can I face him now?
You guys will get along just fine. What have I been telling you in all those letters? Uncle Gaia has never stopped caring about you.
All right. Guess there's no point in thinking about it anymore. I'd better go see my dad.
Okay, see you soon.
Merrill leaves the party. Hooray, she was there for all of like 30 seconds. So useful. And yeah, any barrels or crates, things like that you come across, you do
Your
want to
opening is
destroy.
still too weak. You think this is just training? Attack me as if your life depended on it.
Yes, sir. Please, give me another chance.
Hmm? Hold on. Max! It's been 2 long years. Have you just returned?
Yeah. I also brought a letter for you from Master Graham.
From Graham? He's written a letter instead of a telegram. That's Graham, all right. Give it here. I see. Graham hasn't changed a bit.
So, what does it say?
It says that basically you've been training hard, and you've been doing all right. In these 2 years, you sure have filled that frame of yours out. All grown up now, like a real man.
That's not the only thing that's different.
Hey, sure. Let's see just how great you've become. Challenge me to a duel, but under one condition.
What's that?
That you give me your best shot. Like you're going to kill me.
What?
Hey! Is that...
Yeah, the captain's going to test him.
What's wrong? You think you're going to beat me so easily just because you give it your best shot? Now come on. I'm waiting.
You're getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna hold back. Yeah!
Die, scum!
So, that's the first thing we're going to do. Come over here and change weapons. Activate a ability.
Well,
Gives us
I can
haste.
see that Graham has done well in training you.
To undertake the ordeal of the Force, one must be recommended by a Force, as well as obtaining a sanction from one of the captains of the Holy Guard. Father, Master Graham told me I was eligible for the ordeal of the Force. That's what the letter says, right? So all I need now is a sanction from you, Father. You're a captain. Then I can start on my path to becoming a Force. Father, you wouldn't think of...
Hold that thought.
Monsters!
A monster gate.
What's it doing here?
Draw your swords, men! Do not let a single monster into the city! Die, scum!
Sad part is right here is kind of restricted on Gaia, and he's only doing 16 damage.
Gaia Nova!
Wow, I've never seen it before.
Also, yes, Soldier Tunnel, that's his name, and Mosby.
That's Gaia Nova? The magic attack created by my father? Is this the true power of a Force?
Seesaw training. All men into position. I want all surviving enemies and their invasion routes tracked down. Destroy them!
Father, I'll help too!
Very well. But first, go heal your wounds in that spring.
Gotcha!
There, we have healed. Like, some areas we will get back to. We can't access everything at the moment. It's one of those games where things do open up as you're progressing through the story. There are some areas we can get to earlier rather than later, and if we're not careful, we will get absolutely wrecked. Which won't be too bad of a problem, because we'll be cautious and safe about some
The safety
things.
of the area up ahead has been confirmed. Move on to search other areas.
We are picking up something called Force Energy. We want to grab absolutely as much of that as we can.
If you think you're in danger, you...
Also, it's got some beautiful music in some areas, but not appropriate music in other areas. Not that it's necessarily bad, but like a lot of old games, the music can be hit or miss. And it's something we'll talk about occasionally. Also, you see how we got this sword here? It's nice and thin. It's a claymore, right? Well, we're going to switch to this Zweihander, which is a lot bigger. See? Now, technically, a Zweihander is just a two-handed sword, which should have been about the size of the claymore, which is technically a Zweihander. But now we hit harder. Slightly slower, but we hit harder. You also notice that we've been picking up quite a few different things, right? Like the Blaze branch. There are certain classifications of weapons, such as, well, every classification of weapon, technically, that we're gonna basically pick them all up, because we can sell everything we're not going to use. And beyond that, certain weapons have bonus attack capability against certain classifications of monsters. Once we get through all of the tutorial-esque area, which is effectively what we're going through at the moment, we will be able to open up the Force Arts, which is where all the real customization comes into play as far as choosing what kind of build you're going to have on your character. Depending on what you want to
Was
play
that
as,
the last one?
or how you want to play, determines, you know, what kind of Force Arts you want to engrave. And as I like playing primarily with bows and two-handers, I'm probably not going to invest too much into magic capability.
Great job, men. Thanks to your quick action, we were able to drive off the monsters. However, as you must already know, this wasn't the first time Green Sleeves has been invaded by monsters.
So the monsters have invaded Greensleeves, just like at Larsile Fort.
Until recently, despite their ferocious nature, they haven't invaded inhabited areas, except for that dark time, 13 years ago.
The increased activity of the monsters and Rising Crimson Moon both matched the events of 13 years ago.
But I thought the Clan of the Moon was wiped out 13 years ago.
I heard that Captain Gaia killed the last remains of the clan back then.
Right. I thought so too. As for the recent surge of strange occurrences, I'd like to ask not only Eucrates, but also neighboring countries, such as Feldland and Erenor, for cooperation in investigating this matter further. Yet, don't assume that all of this is caused by the Clan of the Moon. Don't even mention them. We don't need to spread unnecessary panic.
Yes, sir!
All right. That is all for today. Squad 1, continue investigating the enemy's method of entry. Squad 2, work on repairing the barriers. I will report all this to Chairperson Rebecca. Max, what will you do?
I'll go with you. Besides, it'd be nice to see Grandma Rebecca, seeing as how I just got back and all. And Dad?
What is it, Max?
Never mind. I'll tell you when we get there. Let's get going.
Very well.
Gaia joins the party. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the one time in the game where a basically max level character joins us.
Captain, I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Soldier Lenny.
What is the problem, Lenny? What is it that you apologize for?
I skipped my training and I didn't have the guts to fight. I was too afraid to face the monster's ferocious attacks. Captain, I do not dare ask for your forgiveness. I deserve to be punished.
Lenny, tell me, what is the Holy Guard?
It is an organization formed to protect the Force Crystals, which lie in the 3 sanctuaries: Greensleeves, Quinscene, and Hyatt.
That's right. However, sanctuary also means a place of peace. We must also protect such sanctuaries. Holy Guard only accepts those who wish to protect the people. If you can no longer fulfill your duties, then leave us now, this instant.
Captain?
Nobody can force you to protect the people. You must do it of your own accord. Lenny, the decision is yours.
Captain, what a fool I've been. My motive, I will continue to stay true. I beg you to please keep me under your wing.
Very well.
Thank you, sir.
What's the matter, Max?
Nothing. Should we head down to Grandma's?
And now we have access to more of the town. And pretty much every time we run by one of these, we are going to save. Now, this is two-part. One, this is an old game. There are no autosaves, which can get really, really frustrating sometimes. And secondly, I know my PS2, and it does have a proclivity for freezing. So if that is the case, that'll basically be the end of the stream for the night, because
Oh, Max,
it takes a while
you're
for it
back,
to get back up
and
running.
you've grown up so much.
Well, here I am. I'm home, Grandma.
It's been 2 years, and you still look like you've got more growing to do. And there's a new look about you, too, full of strength and spirit, just as Graham said in his telegram. So, how was your training?
Seeing as how Master Graham is a centaur, I could hardly keep up with him. He's fast and strong. It wasn't that fair at first, but I've improved so much. I feel so much stronger than before. Yet, when I saw Father use his Gaia Nova right in front of me, I lost some confidence in my abilities.
Don't worry. You can't possibly be as strong as Gaia in such a short time. Still, you're the first student of Graham's harsh training to receive a recommendation. He considers you worthy of the ordeal of the Force.
Exactly, Grandma. I want to be a Force. I want to undertake the ordeal of the Force.
Yes. About that.
Max, I cannot allow you to take the ordeal.
What?
If you want to join the Holy Guard, I would gladly welcome you. Yet, as leader of the Greensleeves Holy Guard, I cannot allow you to become a Force.
There you go again. You never let me try. I admit that I wasn't good enough back then. And now I understand why you wouldn't let me undertake the ordeal. But it's different now. Master Graham, an active Force, recognized my abilities. An active Force. And you're still... How can you keep saying the same thing you told me 2 years ago? You haven't changed at all. Dad, say something! How much more training will it take for you to understand that I'm ready? Until I'm good enough for you?
He is kind of whiny.
There's no doubt that you've improved, and I'm sure as far as your strength is concerned, you can handle the ordeal of a Force.
Then why...
And yet, there is still one fatal flaw that keeps you from becoming a...
Huh? What the hell could that be? What flaw? You'll tell me, won't you?
It is not something so easily fixed.
Sheesh.
Regardless, I want you to leave ahead of me and go home. I'll need to make a report of our recent battle to Chairperson Rebecca.
Monsters invaded the town again, no? I could see the light of Gaia Nova even from here. Besides, from the looks of things, I assume the whole affair has subsided without too much difficulty, right?
Yes, well...
Then you can make your report later. I'd like to speak with Max for a bit. Why don't you go back to your men and see if they need any help?
But, Chairperson...
Listen to me, young man. The peace of a town is important, but don't forget your family as well. Someone as clumsy with his tongue as you should leave Max to me.
Yes, ma'am. I will return.
And he was put in his place.
Well, are you all calmed down now, my dear?
Yeah, I guess. Grandma, what's Dad said he could tell from only one fight? Doesn't that mean the problem lies somewhere in my technique? But then he says I'm capable of undertaking the ordeal of a Force. I just don't know what to think anymore.
Oh, my poor child. I know just what flaw Gaia is talking about. But I wouldn't call it a flaw. If anything, Max, consider it your greatest asset.
How could my flaw be my greatest asset?
Now, Max, isn't this a bit of a riddle?
What?
You have to figure out the riddle on your own.
Grandma, so you think...
Yes, my dear. I approve of your quest to become a Force. I'm sure you will make an even greater...
How do you know that, Grandma? Did Meryl tell you? After she promised not to tell anyone?
Meryl didn't have to tell me. I can read Kane, the youngest Force ever. Only 15 years old, missing for 3 years. In the aftermath of war, he disappeared without a trace. Not a single letter.
Okay, I'll be
Rumor
right back.
holds
I
that he
just need to
died
grab
on the
something
journey
real quick.
home.
Just one
My
second.
brother wouldn't die so easily. He must be alive somewhere.
Oh, 'tis not the first time I've heard that. No one says anything, but just listening to you, anyone can figure out just why you want to become a Force.
You know, it's so
All
tricky trying not
kinds
to
of
drop
monsters
things.
are out there. To travel those lands without an airship, you need the power of a Force. A power beyond any you could imagine.
A Force is supposed to use his power for the people. It'd be wrong to use that power solely to look for a family member.
One for all for one. All means everyone. And everyone means that not a soul is left out. Didn't I just tell you, my dear? The peace of the town is no less important to me than the peace of my family.
Now I got it! My dad is against me becoming a Force because he knows I'd use my power to search for Kane.
I'm afraid that is not the reason. Why don't you try finding the answer while you help Gaia? There's no need to rush things, my dear.
But Grandma, every moment I spend away from my quest, my brother could be in more danger.
Max, do you truly believe that Kane is still alive?
Of course!
Then you should find comfort in the belief that a little delay won't be the end of your brother. Hurry things, and you might miss a shortcut to your goal.
I understand. I'll think about it when I get home.
That sounds good, my dear. But don't you look so gloomy in front of Meryl. She might take it the wrong way and think you didn't like her cooking.
What if it really wasn't that good?
Don't you be a little smart mouth either. How could it be bad? After all, I'm the one who taught her to cook. One bite and you should say, "This is fantastic. I'd love to take you as my wife so that I may eat your wonderful cooking every day."
Huh. What are you saying?
And doesn't she?
Oh, come on.
So what is it like then? You don't like her at all?
And I know, for right now, we don't have a camera set up, but
No, I'm not saying that.
with the new setup,
It's just that I've lived here in Greensleeves for 13 years. I've known Meryl since she was a baby.
Bo's
I
actually
can't
about
think of her
right
like,
behind me.
you know, the way everybody says. I don't see her that way. And I'll bet she feels the same way.
Is that right?
What are you trying to say?
Well, if that's how you say you feel. Ever since she lost her family in the big battle with the Clan of the Moon 13 years ago, I've raised her as my own granddaughter. But with my responsibilities, I haven't been able to give her the proper attention. A girl like that with no real family. Well, Meryl needs you and Gaia.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I've talked for quite a while, haven't I? Meryl's cooking for you, so you'd better hurry on.
I will. And Grandma?
What is it, my dear?
Thank you. I will not fail in my quest to become a force.
I wish you the best of luck, my dear.
Exploration. Not really much to pick up at this moment in time. And unlike some other games where there's a lot of reason to go talk to basically everybody, this game doesn't actually have that many reasons to talk to that many people. Mostly shopkeepers and whatnot. You also always want to destroy every breakable you can come across. Because you legitimately never know when you're going to find something. And I know it can get on some people's minds and hurt them just a tiny bit, but I really like having that map completion.
I'm going to get some herbs from the garden in the middle level below. I'll be right back. P.S. Sneak a bite and you'll regret it. Meryl.
Oops. I wish Meryl had said that sooner. Whoa, this is fantastic. She's gotten pretty good at cooking. Hey, I've got no time for this. Is she really okay going out on her own when we've just had monsters running around outside? I think I'll go check on her. Damn, I don't even know where the herb garden is. I guess I'll have to ask someone.
The herb garden's location. It's in the middle level, down by the elevator. Do you have any business there? Heading towards the sanctuary is actually how we get to the herb garden. I don't remember. Can I get into the treasure store yet? We're gonna make a quick detour and check. Because if I can, there's a lot of good items that we can potentially get. Hey, they're not there. Cool. Hey, the door won't open. Cool. Well, not cool. But we will get there eventually. Now, unfortunately, with my proclivity towards using bows, there is, in fact, one tiny little hitch. If we run across any golems, bows are completely useless as they will only do a maximum of 1 damage. Do I actually need to take the elevator? I think I do. Okay, maybe I ran in the wrong direction. My bad. Lenny said it's down by the elevator, so we're just gonna head over to the elevator and see if we can go down. Hey, the guard's not there. Okay, so... yeah, my bad. Wrong direction. Monsters! Those are long-range orcs.
What the? A monster gate! Meryl!
All this blue stuff we're picking up is actually force energy, which will be very useful. And one good thing about melee weapons is that your swings will actually cut through. They won't just stop on one enemy, they will hit every enemy in the swing's arc. And of course, larger weapons have larger arcs. Observatory! That is the only reason we came up here. Because that gives us this, which has life plus 10. Super passive HP regen. But still an HP regen anyway. Also with this setup, you'll notice that I do not sound like the microphone is 1 inch in front of my face, because it's not! I'm not actually using my headset mic right now. I get to use my Snowball, which is the microphone I use for my VA recordings. Or VOAs. So depending on what kind of terminology you want to use. Away from me, huh? Let's see how it is. Do not chew on that. That is an electrical cable. That's not chew. That's not a chew toy. Come here. Chew on anything that looks like a string. So, don't. Yeah, sit here and purr. Yeah, love you. Yes, that is my stomach. You can lick that, I suppose. And killing individual monsters is important, but if you kill monsters and then open up the monster gate, when you destroy the monster gate, any monsters that it still has summoned out and about will instantly die, and give you all the experience. Now, primarily with this playthrough, we are looking to just effectively get to the end of the story, but I always like to do as close to 100% for overpoweredness as possible. So we are also going to handle all of the Legion Hives once we can get those unlocked. Some of those are significantly harder than others.
Meryl!
Notice how that one orc just keeled over dead? And she's just wailing on one.
Don't sneak up on me! I'm not done with you yet! Take this and that! Take this and this and this! Huh? The monsters are so scary!
Oh, come on! Well, I guess there was no need to worry and come over here to make sure you were okay.
Oh, you were worried about me?
Of course! Grandma Rebecca told me that I should take care of you.
What's that? What does she mean by that?
You know. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, does it?
Ooh, you're no fun at all.
Well, anyway, first you were casting spells, and now you're kicking around monsters. Just what the hell is going on? It's almost like you've been training to fight these last 2 years.
Really?
It was just a lucky swing. This monster snuck up on me, so I just swung my staff in self-defense. I guess I got in a lucky hit. But hey, take a look at this. Those monsters came into the herb garden
And ate everything up. I guess there aren't...
No worries. I figured that they'd all be eaten up, since the monsters have been coming here a lot lately. So, I made sure the second herb garden was still safe. Let's go get some herbs.
Huh? You still haven't given up yet? Listen, Meryl, monsters just attacked you. This is not the time to go running around picking herbs.
It's fine, really. It's on the way home anyway, so we can just drop by. Plus, I really need the herbs for today's dinner. Listen, Max.
No.
Herbs are...
Okay. But only if we hurry up.
And I'm guessing it's rosemary or thyme or possibly
Deal.
sage.
Let's go back to the elevator first. I'll lead the way.
Okay, we're at the elevator. Where do we go from here?
Here's what we're going to do.
Huh? Hey, what are you doing? That takes us down! Meryl, aren't we near the sanctuary? You know, where they keep the Force Crystal?
No, not quite. We aren't near the sanctuary. This is the sanctuary.
Whoa! Only forces may enter, right? Then what are we doing here?
You know why. To gather herbs, of course. The best herbs grow in the sunlight.
Sounds like you come here often. But how did you find this place?
Aw, you're so mean. Have you forgotten already? Don't you remember sneaking in here when we were little?
Oh, right. We borrowed the elevator key from Grandma Rebecca without her even knowing.
We sure got a scolding, didn't we?
So you took the key again? You just never learn your lessons at all, do you?
Of course I learned my lesson. I haven't even been coming until recently. And besides, I only come for herbs.
Like I said, you haven't learned your lesson. Well, I guess now I understand just how picky you are about herbs.
Exactly. And today, more than ever, we're gonna need herbs. Okay, the herbs are right up ahead. Let's go.
What is this? It's like a rock or a stone, but not really.
Oh, that? I'm not really sure either. I wonder what it could be.
Do you think Grandma Rebecca or my dad knows what it is?
Probably. But we can't just ask them, can we? We might as well tell them we sneaked into the sanctuary.
Oh, that's true. But I wonder...
Hey, something just moved. There.
Oh, wow! Yeah, it did! Is this alive?
Maybe it's an egg or something.
Huh? Does this look anything like an egg? Even those horrible-looking monsters have normal-shaped eggs, you know.
Then what? Maybe it's a pupa. Or it could be just hibernating.
It's really getting to me. Oh, well. If I become a force...
Ah, so you're still trying to become a force, Max?
Of course. I came back here for the ordeal of a force. Wait a second. You read the Master's telegram for Grandma before I got on the airship, didn't you?
Yes? Oh, I got an idea. Since we came so far already, we gotta check that out. Come on, this way.
There you go. You can go up there.
This is the Force Crystal. I remember. I used to come here often just to see it. I've missed those days.
You, me, and Kane, right?
Yeah. Whenever my brother saw the crystal, he'd get so excited, saying things like, "I'm gonna be a force." He had his heart and mind set on it. He got so angry when I made fun of him for it.
Yeah, you remind me of how Kane used to act. Then he spent 5 years training to become a force. He really did it, didn't he?
My brother is something else. Even though I'm under the same training, there's no way I can be that great. He was born great, you know. That's what I used to think anyway. I was wrong. I just didn't have it in my heart to be a force. But now my spirit is so much stronger. Or something like that. I'm not a force yet, so it's a little too early for me to say things like...
Been waiting.
Huh?
Did you say something, Meryl?
Huh? No, I didn't say anything. You called me, didn't you? I thought I heard someone say, "I've been waiting for you."
Yeah, same here. Is someone there?
I don't hear anything.
Maybe we're just hearing...
No way! I definitely heard something. Plus, how could we both be hearing things?
Yeah, but we're not hearing anything anymore. It was probably just a gust of wind.
Really? You think so?
What's wrong, Meryl?
No, it's nothing. Now come on, let's get some herbs and head home.
Oops, I almost forgot. I guess you're right. Let's hurry.
Now that we got our herbs and are back safe and sound, we can begin the party.
But it did take us quite a while.
Max and Meryl. Where have you been? I thought this path was off limits because of the monsters roaming around.
I'm sorry. We just went to get some herbs for Max's welcome home party.
Oh, you went herb picking. I've been here for a while. You two were really picking herbs this whole time?
No, we... Ow!
You know, it only took so long because We were looking for the best herbs, and there were a couple of monsters. Oh, but everything's fine. Max got them all.
Well done. Training at Larsel Fort certainly has made you stronger. Still, I don't know exactly how many monsters there were. But if it took this long, then maybe you need a little more training.
I mean, it didn't take that long at all to take care of those monsters. We would have been back sooner, except that we took a little side... Ouch!
Keep your mouth shut, you.
Hmm? What's that?
Max is so hungry that he can't wait to go home.
Are you two hiding something? Ah, now I get it. I bet you two kids were having a secret rendezvous where nobody else is around and saying you took a little side trip. My apologies. It was just like an old man to ask you something like that. Still, being kids and all, I thought maybe...
What? No, no!
There's no need to be embarrassed. I won't tell a soul. When I was young, I was the same way with my little sweetie pie.
What exactly is he talking about?
Don't mind him. Now come on, let's go home.
Totally embarrassed. But that's one of the tropes of, you know, teenagers in media.
I'm home. I guess Dad hasn't returned yet.
Yay! Now I can finish cooking without any hassles.
Meryl leaves the party.
Thank you so much for waiting. Now, let's get Max's coming home party started. First, we'll start off with a soup.
Hell yeah! This is awesome!
Max, don't start eating. I haven't even finished talking. And on top of that, you're slurping. Haven't you heard anything about table manners?
The subtle taste of herbs really accentuates the flavor.
Oh, Uncle Gaia, you too?
This whole time I've been wondering if herbs really are that important, especially since you won't stop yakking about them. But wow, you were right!
You finally get it now, just how great herbs are. Don't you think that it was worth going out there to pick them?
Oh? Did you two go out picking herbs despite the monster sightings?
Huh? Well, yes, but...
I see.
So anyway, Master drank 3 honey lattes. 3 of them! I was like, please, spare me, please!
Graham hasn't changed a bit. Still got that old sweet tooth.
Oh, by the way, about Kane, we haven't heard anything at all about him. But were you able to...
Yeah. I asked around and learned that he definitely headed through the fort onto Feldland. Master Graham saw him off personally.
I heard Kane was at the suppression of a civil war. The one at Cascade Castle in neighboring Feldland.
But wouldn't he have to pass through the fort on his way back from the camp?
Which means something must have happened somewhere along the way.
But that's...
Yeah, that all happened 3 years ago. Everyone knows that. Unfortunately, there really isn't any new information.
I see.
3 years? It's been 3 years already.
Phew. Thanks for the meal. I can't eat any more. I'm so full.
What? It doesn't matter if you could eat more. There's nothing left. I even thought I'd made too much.
Yes, it was quite delicious. Your cooking is starting to taste like Chairperson Rebecca's.
Really? You really think so? Grandma's cooking is so popular. Oh, it just makes me so confident now.
Yeah, I know the heads on those move, but please don't knock them off.
Well, now that we've finished eating, I'd like to ask you something.
What's with the formalities?
Where did you two get these herbs?
What?
According to the guards, the herb garden was vandalized by... You just told me that you'd gone to pick herbs and ended up fighting off monsters. If you didn't get them from the garden, then just where?
Well, I know a secret place.
He got us.
Max!
I took Meryl to pick herbs that grow near the sanctuary. It wasn't her fault. I dragged her along.
Max!
Look, what I'm saying is that only I should receive the punishment for entering the sanctuary.
The sanctuary is not so easily entered, since both entrances are securely locked, both at the elevator and the path to the sanctuary.
What?
And besides, how would you even know that herbs grow in the sanctuary? You've been gone for 2 years, and you can't even tell a herb from a root.
Oops?
Moron.
You take everything too lightly. As you already know, the Force Crystal protects the whole world from the danger of the Clan of the Moon. You can't just casually stroll into a place like that. What if something happened to the crystal?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, Uncle Gaia. I'm the one who took him there, so...
Well, let's see now. As punishment, you should be locked away in solitary confinement for 1 month. However, since everything seems fine, and because this soup was so good, I'll let you off with just 2,000 practice swings.
Fine. So altogether that's 4,000 practice swings for me, right?
Max!
Oh? I knew you would try something like that. That's why I said only 2,000 practice swings. For the both of you.
Huh?
But if you want to go ahead with 4,000 practice swings, that's not a bad idea at all.
Hey, that's not fair at all. You set me up, old man. Well,
Gotcha.
Since you know everything now, I want to ask you something, Dad. Some weird-looking stones with all these bumps. I don't really know how to describe them, but I found them in the sanctuary.
Shaped like eggs.
An egg, you say? Do you mean the fossils of the Legion's eggs?
Legions? Those legions? The ones summoned by the Clan of the Moon from another dimension?
Those same ones. Legions laid waste to 7 countries in that war 13 years ago. It even destroyed Enoquar, Sanctuary of Light, where Max and I once lived. Their power is far greater than of those monsters you fought today. The eggs are just stones now. Everything was returned to the Earth when the Legions were sent to another dimension by the seal of the Force Crystal.
But something's not right. Why were the eggs moving?
What did you say?
Yeah, they just looked like stones. But I'm sure that something was moving deep inside.
Impossible! There is no way that the Legion's eggs could move. They were turned into stone by the power of the Force Crystal.
We've got a situation, sir. The Legions have emerged.
What? From where?
It's hard to believe, but they've come from the sanctuary. The eggs you were talking about must have hatched.
Were you listening in, Lenny?
What's the current situation?
The elevator wire seems to have been cut from below. It's been disabled. The Legions are trying to barge in from the side of the cave. Mosby and Gravitz are holding that gate, but it's only a matter of time. And with the return of the Legions, we've got monsters everywhere. The exact number is unknown, but I've already come across 3.
Understood. Forget the elevator. Gather our men and give those monsters what they deserve. But stay away from the legions. Only a force can strike down the legions. Avoid them where possible. I will now head for the sanctuary.
Yes, sir.
Max! Meryl! Stay here and lock the door behind me.
Hey, Dad!
Max, wait!
And suddenly
Just
it's
where
raining.
do you think you're going, Max?
You know where. I'm going after my dad. You wait at home, Meryl.
Well, if that's how it's gonna be, then I'm coming too.
Stop acting like that. From now on...
Hey, I've been training the whole time you were gone. Training for times like this.
Meryl, so you're really...
I have some basic magic casting abilities. And I can definitely back you up. And even if you say no, I'm coming with you anyway.
Typo.
All right, then. I'm counting on you to
saying
back
hello?
me up.
Okay, of course.
Meryl joins the party.
All right. So my
Again.
dad headed for the sanctuary, right? But hasn't the elevator been destroyed?
If we leave from the sanctuary gate, we should be able to get to the southern side of the training grounds. Let's hurry!
Now we run. Monsters! And yeah, she actually hits pretty damn hard. Also, no chicken trigger. I don't know exactly when it opens up, but it does open up. Not yet. And while we won't have to do a lot of grinding, we are in fact going to do some grinding, because we're going to need a lot of force energy. Like these little ones right now, 14s to 19s, you know, that's not too much. But we're going to need millions of force energy before we get the game.
Watch out! Here I come!
Which isn't that bad of a thing, you know? But,
Watch out!
yeah.
Here I come!
We're still gonna have a lot of fun. Hey, a Zweihander with an ability. So, what ability? Spinning Slash. So, normally that's just the 4 swipes, right? But now I got that, you know, spin. We are gonna need so much gold. Another quick save. Oh look.
So those are legions.
Uncle Gaia was telling his man that legions can only be defeated by a force. Let's try to avoid those monsters and catch up with Gaia.
Hey, you never know until you actually try. Okay, here I come.
And it helps that I have a massive sword. So, with those monster gates, if you don't destroy it right away, they will actually summon a lot more monsters, but at a significantly slower rate. So, if you want to farm gates, that's fine, but it works better if you're, you know, area reset. Once we get, like, the gate ability, that doesn't reset gates. Actually leaving a zone and then coming back into the zone does reset gates.
Watch out! Here I come! Watch out! Here I come!
Also, this game does have a draw distance. The draw distance is not necessarily what is on your screen, even though it is an isometric game. I'm not sure if it's because there's a sprite limit, but you can have more enemies around you than you'll have on screen. And when you get ranged attacks with a bow, it can target things off screen. Hooray! More level up!
Max! Meryl! Why have you come here? I thought I told you to sit still at home.
When I know you're out there all on your own, how can I just sit at home waiting, doing nothing?
We want to help you out. We've already dealt with some of the legions.
What? You mean you two felled the legions?
Well, it sure wasn't easy, and they don't go down without a fight. But somehow we made it through them to get here. Dad?
I see. Now I understand. Come with me, then. Let us make our way to the sanctuary.
That's the spirit!
Gaia joins the party! Again. Yeah, you remember earlier how he was just not hitting that hard? He was holding back. He was wearing his training gear. He's strong enough to bust monster gates even without them having a shield broken. And XP is not given just to characters that land killing blows. XP is divided evenly throughout every member of your party. And yeah, we ran down that way just for the extra XP and force energy. Also, you notice on the mini-map there's these green dots? Those are items. Every item that drops, everything you pick up will always be a green dot. There's our first bow. A middle bow. Now we can show off bow mechanics. I know. Not as flashy, but gets the job done. So we're just gonna stick with this Zweihander for now. Since it actually hits significantly harder. But once we get access to Force Arts and Force Dragon, we will be utilizing basically the two-handers and bows for the remainder of the run. Just because they're that much more powerful once you can actually upgrade things. Was that a +1? That was a +1, but it only does 15 per hit. we head up the path that is obvious. We head down here. You'll notice that's not working at the moment. Just for filling out map completion. And now a save. So he's about to hit the next area. And a boss fight. Some boss fights are impressive. Other boss fights are just attrition.
We can see the crystal now. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong. What's wrong, Meryl?
Nothing. It's just... I'm getting this eerie feeling.
Who's there?
I've been waiting.
That voice. Max!
Yeah, it has to be. The same voice we heard earlier today.
I've been waiting for you, Gaia. I've been waiting for you too, Max. And you as well, Meryl.
This guy, he knows who we are?
Who are you?
Now that the actors have all gathered on stage, shall we resume the story? My story?
Hold it right there! Step away from the crystal! No! Yeah!
That's one down.
You're one of them, aren't you? The Clan of the Moon. How did you gain entry? Father!
Hurry unless you wish your son to die in vain.
Yeah!
Still haven't learned.
Father!
I believe you're next.
I won't let you. Like father, like son.
You did it, Father!
No. I still have to finish him.
Father.
Cain? Is that you, Cain?
Father!
What a fool.
Dad!
Uncle Gaia, hang in there. I'll take care of you.
Max. Take this.
This is a mark of a force. You were a force frame.
I never wanted you to become a force. But I never had the heart to stop you. I'm sorry. But this is the only way.
Don't talk like you're already dead. I'm taking you back up there, and you're gonna get better. And then you're gonna give me the ordeal of a force.
I am unable to let you undertake it anymore. The crystal was necessary for the ordeal, and now it's destroyed. You don't need to take the ordeal. You've proved yourself by defeating the legions and going easy on me in our little duel.
No! What are you saying? I didn't take it easy on you.
Your fatal flaw. The kindness in your heart. You go easy on people without even knowing it. You're too soft. Despite what I'm saying, this is my fate for not being hard enough. Nothing has changed in these 13 years. Max, you have to forget your kindness. Can you kill your own brother?
That was really my brother?
No doubt. But that's Cain, and that's not Cain at the same time.
Dad?
Max, as Gaia, force of Eucrates, I hereby declare you a force. The Force Frame will release you from your shackles, your strength, your kindness. Surpass all earthly limitations for the sake of the world.
You know, there is a precedent for the time this came out. So many people were able to talk in anime and video games with absolutely massive holes through their chest cavities.
I understand now. I will do it.
I mean, Goku for one.
Meryl, take care of Max. Explain everything to Chairperson Rebecca. She will help you.
And if you think about it, this is effectively the exact same situation.
Uncle Gaia, I understand. Please don't talk anymore. Save your breath. He won't stop bleeding.
It is folly. His sword is cursed. Oh, forgive me, Maria. I was supposed to join you much later. Let us watch over Max and Meryl together.
Gaia passes away.
Dad?
Uncle Gaia! Uncle Gaia!
You two haven't changed a bit. Still so sentimental. It makes me sick.
What?
I was simply going to leave without harming a soul. But then you had that pitiful little drama. I will make you bleed.
Oh no, Legions!
You bastard!
Now you notice the big thing in the back. That's actually the boss, which acts as a monster thing. Or monster gate. So even if we strike it, see? The HP just goes right back down. So we have to kill enough of the little guys to make the big guy vulnerable. And yes, there are enough things on screen that it is causing a slowdown. I don't know if that's because of how I'm playing this game, or if that's just how the game is. But original PS2 network adapter for the Wii. Now, you notice everything just kind of fell? That's because the special ability for the Spyhander is knockdown. And it's just a giant AoE. Yeah, just a second of breathing.
He's not my brother.
Uncle Gaia.
My brother. He can't be my brother.
I see. So Gaia has passed away. And he was killed by Cain, who has been missing.
That is not my brother.
But you told me that the man behind the mask used Gaia Nova. As far as I know, no one can use Gaia Nova freely besides Gaia himself, or Cain. But I'm sure you're already aware of that, correct? Let's put aside the question of this man's true identity. The issue at hand is his reason for destroying the crystal.
The man behind the mask. After he shattered the crystal, he said, "That's one down."
That's one down. That suggests to me that he knows of the remaining
clan of the moon.
As you are aware, The war 13 years ago was started by the people known as Clan of the Moon. They summoned legions, monsters from another dimension, by releasing the power of darkness trapped within the moon's core.
As the power of darkness increases, the moon will turn to crimson red, and its hidden eye will be unveiled. Correct?
At the time, I was on active service and fought with
So
both
the moon is a
Gaia and
monster.
Gram. We managed to push them back. That was all we could do. We were far from achieving victory.
In that battle, my father and mother and Max's mother...
From what Gaia told me, your parents died protecting you when you were still an infant. Max's mother, Maria, died as a force, but never forgot the love for her children. Of course, there were many sacrifices. It was as if 7 countries simply disappeared. So many died. We must never repeat such a tragedy again.
Well, the moon is certainly turning crimson red. Does this mean the Clan of the Moon have returned?
It's not as if they are a race. All living creatures on this earth have the potential to become part of the Clan of the Moon. If the darkness within an individual creature is in harmony with the power of darkness, then it can become part of the Clan of the Moon.
So my brother... No! The man behind the mask harmonized with that power and is now the Clan of the Moon?
Perhaps that's what Gaia meant. He's Cain, but not exactly Cain.
I guess my brother has been bewitched by the moon. And my dad anointed me a force so that I could deal with this family crisis.
So much has happened today.
We can't get any rest at a time like...
It's exactly at times like this that you must rest. We will investigate the damage and work out our future countermeasures. As for tomorrow, that's when you come in. You'll need your strength, so you had better rest, young man.
All right, Grandma.
Now we're about to get some classic era voice acting. Specifically, emotion.
This house looks so big and empty now. My brother's gone. Dad's gone. I'm the only one left. Dad was right there until just a little while ago, telling you how good your soup tasted. Only a while ago.
Max.
Dad must be kidding me. That damn cursed knight can't be my brother. That's just like Dad. Always thinking that we should deal with family problems ourselves, but now I'm a force. Is that what you call seeing the good in the bad?
Max.
I'm not happy. This doesn't make me happy at all. I was supposed to answer Dad's riddle and do it myself. I wanted to become a force, but not like this.
Max! You remember, a long time ago, when you, Cain, and I snuck into the sanctuary? Yeah, they found out so fast. We got such a scolding from Grandma. Now that I think about it, though, it wasn't much of a scolding. Nothing to get scared about. But back then, it was scarier than a thunderstorm. Uncle Gaia was just glaring at you and Cain, not even shifting his gaze. You were screaming so loudly, so desperately, holding back your tears, just like you are now.
Meryl?
But now, you don't need to hold them back anymore. especially at a time like this. It's okay to cry.
Dad!
Uncle Gaia! Uncle!
Damn him! I don't care if he is my brother. I'll never forgive him. Watch me, Dad. Watch me become a true force. Watch me become stronger than I ever was before.
Well, well, well. Just look at you two. And not even washing your face. You look awful, my dear.
Look who's talking. Have you got a new wrinkle since yesterday?
My. Well, someone I've known much longer than you two has. But you look better than I expected. I was a little worried.
We can't just sit at home and cry all day. Uncle Gaia would scold us if we were still crying.
I'm sure the Masked Knight is going to go after the other two Force crystals. I have to find out if Kane is truly the man behind the mask.
Max, I'm coming too.
Meryl, didn't we just go over this? It's too dangerous for you to travel if you aren't a Force. And since I've only just become one, I don't know if I can protect you. Meryl, please understand.
But you're headed to the sanctuaries, right? We can safely head by airship to the towns near the sanctuaries. I don't see why I can't come along.
The airship will not fly. In the confusion yesterday, the airship was destroyed by monsters. They say we need Hyatt's engineers and parts to repair it. Hyatt is an airship base that lies across the ocean. The carrier pigeons are gone too. You must go on foot just to contact Larsile Fort at the border, not to mention heading over the mountains.
Oh my!
Those who were behind the sanctuary disaster must have used the monsters to delay our communication. The Clan of the Moon is capable of such things.
No! I can't stand that at all! Sitting here waiting for Max to return? Worried the whole time? I won't! I've been waiting 2 whole years for Max to come back. That's why I've been training.
Meryl?
Then Meryl, take this.
That's...
Your force frame! Grandma!
Gaia asked you to come to me for help before he passed away, didn't he? Well, this is my answer.
This is for me?
Gaia, captain of the Holy Guard, not only declared Max a Force, but you as well, Meryl. You have passed your trial, Meryl. As your master, I hereby anoint you a Force.
Grandma, thank you. I'm sorry for being so selfish.
It's nothing to be sorry about. You've been so selfish since the day you were born.
Don't be so harsh, Grandma.
So, I'm not going to hear any more complaints, right, dear?
All right. I have no more objections to you coming along. Just make sure to watch my back again, Meryl.
Right on. You can count on me.
There you go. Now, listen up. You two will work as Forces of Greensleeves. Since there isn't much time, I'll be brief. First, remember that when a Force frame is passed on, the Force art engraved within is wiped clean. So, for the moment, it doesn't hold much power.
Force? Cyclops, little Zoe have some kind of shop that deals in...
That's right. The Force Art Shop is nearby. You can have your Force Arts engraved there. By engraving the Force Art of elements you want strengthened onto your Force frame, you, as a Force, shall obtain a power beyond all imagination.
But I thought little Zoe was just a window shop painter.
You'll need Force energy in order to have Force Art engraved. Whenever you're out there in the world, look for Force energy. You may even find them in monsters. Perhaps they're attracted to the brilliant light. Yes. Well, the elements of strength will vary with the arrangement of the Force Art. It's much easier to learn firsthand with little Zoe.
All right, so to get stronger, we're gonna need the help of these Force Art shops.
But we must return to them every time we want to increase our strength? If that's the case, we'll never cross the mountains.
It's for times like that you will need this.
Huh? What is this pendant?
A magic stone? Grandma, this isn't...
This is no mere pendant. This is the only one of its kind. It opens a gate to Greensleeves. It is a magic stone. The Mystic Stone of Return.
Mystic Stone of Return?
You will understand
Translation.
what I mean.
Town portal. No cooldown, no wind up. We can use it in the middle of combat.
In the town square! We've been transported here by magic!
Max? Meryl? Can you hear me?
Grandma? Huh? Where are you?
I'm speaking to you through the Mystic Stone of Return. It can act as a special transmitter. Despite the distance, I can speak with you. Max, do you see a whirl of light?
Yeah.
That is the gate. Try entering it. And just like that, you can come and go between Greensleeves and wherever you casted return.
Wow! I can't believe it! This'll definitely come in handy.
But remember these two things. First of all, the gate is easily affected by magic. Any interference, and you won't be able to use return. Don't rely on it too much, or you'll get into a mess.
Okay. We'll be careful.
The gate is created by the magic power of the Mystic Stone of Return. Its power is directly linked to Greensleeves. In other words, the stone is what powers the gate. So should you leave Greensleeves, then that gate will lose its source of energy and disappear, thereby closing the gate. However, this doesn't mean that you can't get back to where you were. Instead, you'll just have to walk back there.
Wow. That'd be pretty inconvenient. After walking all over the continent, if we accidentally close the gate, we'll have to walk all the way back.
Well, there won't be any problems if you don't close it by accident.
There is a solution to that problem, but I need your help in finding it.
Well, what should we do?
I suspect you'll discover the answer on your travels. Now that I'm done explaining things, I want to ask you Forces a favor as chairperson. Save the world from the power of darkness. As you know, there are 3 Force crystals in the world. They exist to seal the legions away, those monsters summoned by the Clan of the Moon. But with the destruction of one of the crystals, the seal has weakened, and if all 3 are destroyed, their nest, the Dark Castle, will rise again. A repeat of those dark days 13 years ago. 13 years ago, there were more forces than there are now. They, along with the citizens of 7 countries, sacrificed their lives to seal the legions away.
Should it rise again?
I won't let it happen. That's what we're here for.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. That these letters were to be delivered by the carrier pigeons. But since they're gone, you must take them yourselves. Liebenheim in Feldland, wise king of the holy capital of Quinseen. To Chaos of Erenor, discoverer lord of the holy capital of Hyatt. And to Graham in Larsile Fort. When you head to the neighboring country, Feldland, Larsile Fort will be there along the border.
I understand. First, we must deliver the letter to Master Graham at Larsile Fort.
Max, Meryl. Unimaginable hardships await you on your journey. You must trust each other, help each other, and always remember, the Force is a great power that allows its user to surpass all limits. Use it wisely. Of course, that's much easier said than done. On your journey, you may lose sense of right and wrong. Should that happen, I want you to remember that with the power of the Force comes great responsibility. Your power affects everyone.
None of it seems real. But
We won't forget that. We'll never forget that.
That's a good answer. Now, make haste.
To little Zoe. Oh. And I want you to keep this too. You'll need it for your journey. It's quite important. A treasure chest! Yeah, straight up, we're gonna need all of the healing that we can get. And before we talk to little Zoe, we're gonna sell some items. Got some great weapons. What you want? Only 4. Weaker. So the great thing about this is we can actually reset everything in there just by entering and exiting his screen. So we're going to check real fast just to see if we can get a bow with, or a two-hander with some abilities. We're not going to do this the whole time, just a couple of look-throughs. But in the meantime, we are also going to upgrade our Zweihander. Boom! Force Art. Book of Secret Arts. Ring. Will work. And look, we have no Force Frame Force Arts. We will get some though. So, first things first, heal and save. And now we're going to go check the treasure room again. And then we'll be on our way. Hey, it's open now. Now you have no idea how important weapons and items can be, you know? And especially those healing waters. Because those are consumables, but those are not destructible consumables. Which means every time we go to a healing fountain, we refresh our stock. But we also got that rapier. It had a question mark. Which is what this guy does. Identification. And I don't really plan on using one-handed items. At least not now. So... lightning stab. But that's worth 800. And now we have 3,900. And that's force energy, which we use to engrave our force frame. This way.
Ah, Max and Meryl. Chairperson Rebecca told me everything. We managed to fix the elevator damaged by the Legions. If you're headed for Larsal Fort, then make your way from the middle level to the Rainbow Prairie.
Thanks for the handy information.
Well, it's all... Max, I won't ask you to avenge the captain. Just getting through this whole mess, that's what's important. I'm sure he would agree with me.
Right. I've got to get going now.
And yes, eventually for this setup, we are going to be upgrading the capture card, upgrading the PC, and I don't know if anybody's going to be on board with this, but I do fully intend, eventually, to acquire a 2D avatar. Into Seal Rod. That's a magic rod.
Max! We finally made it!
Yeah, but first we have to go to Larsile Fort and see Master Graham. Come on!
Out into the world. Here's a warp gate, which enables you to travel long distances in seconds. But it looks like the power is down.
Watch out! Here I come!
Now, where is their gate?
Stuff coming your way! Watch out! Here I come!
There we go. Our first force arc. It's gonna come in real handy. And more force arts. So now that we got a couple, I can show you that mechanic. Force art. Got it. Bam! weapon attack, knockback, and lightning spell. And raises attack power for weapons. Raises knockback rate. Raises lightning spell power. Now, these all affect just me. They do not affect every other party member. They have their own stats. They don't actually increase their force frames, but as they gain levels, they gain their stats and upgrade their abilities and powers and things. So for right now, we're just going to focus on weapon attack. Level 11. And see, that went from 48, was it? Up to 79. Still doesn't really help with the middle bow too much, because those are low. And you can't actually get good force arts for your bows until much later. But we can roam around this area and get some good stuff. And we're already hitting significantly hard. Another force art, which once we get enough energy, we'll head back. See, that requires a key, which you also can't destroy chests that require keys. Normal wooden chests you can just bust open and you'll get the items. Here. In some regards, this is a, product of its time. So, once our HP gets low, we just hit some potion. If our HP gets low and we're out of potions, then we just get back to town. Hit the healing fountain, take our item swaps and things. And, stay alive. And we got a bunch of new force arts. So we'll head back, heal up, and then talk to Zoe. We also got some items. I don't know if any of them are identifiable. They were not. So, sell some items. We're not going to sell fairy dust. That's way too important. Keys. We'll buy a key. Look at that. This has Spark Bomb, and Hell Blast. It's also 6400, and it's a rod, which means we're not really using it. Foresight, got it. And look at that, we added in a bunch of stuff, and in this case, we don't have enough for a weapon attack up, but Protect, Resist Stun, and Resist Knockback are good for every playstyle, because you're basically always going to get hit. And Protect raises the raw defensive power of your abilities. Or of your armor and self. So it's always a good thing to have.
Watch out! Here I come! Stuff coming your way!
Now we're gonna go up onto this little hill, and it's gonna get a lot more dangerous for us.
Stuff coming your way! Stuff coming your way! Watch out! Here I come! Stuff coming your way! Stuff coming your way!
Now, see this has a barrier around it?
Watch out! Here I come! Stuff coming your way!
And enemies. And there are no iframes, so if you screw up and you don't heal in the middle of combat while taking a ton of damage, you will just die. And again, no checkpoints, so you will reload your last save. And we are effectively always going to make sure we're as topped up as possible.
Watch out! Here I come!
And not surrounded. Now, ideally, we're going to get ourselves to a club. Which isn't as useful in the beginning of the game as I would like it to be, but will become majorly important for our strategies later. We only got one healing potion. We only got no healing potions. So we go back to town. And we're gonna heal up. Which replenishes stock. And we're gonna check to see if there's any good bows. You know, we are gonna go with this level 2. We'll see if we can't upgrade it. We cannot. But we can upgrade some force arts. So we got 393, right? So, bam! Another point into protect, and we are going to put a point into knockback. Because that will help the bow. Two-handed weapons already have a massive knockback. And I forgot to save. Always important to save. So, save time! Yay! That looks to be about 2 hours, 10 minutes. So, that's where we're going to cut it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. For those of you watching this later, I hope you were enthused by it, and make sure to leave some comments. Let me know what you think about the audio balancing, the general setup, and know that later on we are going to get things a little more upgraded and work quite better. But in the meantime, I hope everybody has in fact enjoyed their time, If this is something that you're interested in, I hope you can find yourselves a copy. Past that, have a wonderful night, enjoy your holiday weekend, and remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and never stop fighting for what you believe in. Have a wonderful time, everybody. Bye-bye.